Monday morning, everyone. Nick here. I got Eric from 9 Panel Grid. Eric, what's going on, dude?
Not too much, man. Happy to be here on another Sunday morning with you talking comics. I gotta say, man, it's daylight savings, and I sure don't feel like I gained an hour. It really, really doesn't feel that way. But I'm happy to
It,
be here.
it hit me this morning. I woke up and we were kind of like we're more awake than usual. And then we went to the kitchen and we looked at the stove clock, and we're like, wait, hold on. I was getting ready for the show. I'm like, I got another hour. This is great.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully you had a great Halloween. Share what you dressed up as over in the comments. Let us know what your kids went as and what kind of trouble they got into, all that good stuff. But hopefully you got a good Halloween hangover in place right now and you're getting over it for the work week coming up very soon. So we are going to be getting into, we're going to start pondering the poll today, man. We're going to be going into the comic book look ahead for November. Checking out League of Comic Geeks. So if you're new to this, go over to leagueofcomicgeeks.com. You can follow along with us. Go to the new comics tab right here, and then click on your little calendar and go to November. We're going to start over in the 5th. What we'd like to do, though, is we'd like to turn off variants because you're going to be here all day. It is annual season. I'll leave that on. It's not going to really mess us up too much. And then regular issues, we're going to go ahead and keep those on. We also like to sort by, what do you want to do? Most pulled? Just to kind of get the most important up front.
That's been the trend. Yeah, we get to that scrolling territory easier that way.
Yeah, towards the bottom, you get all these weird covers and not safe for work stuff. So we just usually skip to the next week after that. We only have 4 weeks this month, which is great. So let's go ahead and get into it. As we're going, though, yeah, guys, throw your stuff in the chat. What books you're looking forward to, what should we be reading, what books you haven't given a chance yet, and then maybe we're reading it. We can give you some advice on it. Just let us know down below. Eric, do you want to kick us off with the first row up here? What are you looking at?
Yeah, first row, looking pretty easy for me. I've become a DC fanboy recently. This year has definitely done a doozy on that because that's where you go for the greatest superhero comics. And yeah, Absolute Superman is definitely one of those, and Batman has kicked things off in a really, really great way with Matt Fraction's run. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where Absolute Superman in particular goes, because we were talking on the monthly comic book review show for Pop Culture Philosophers, and I was saying that the last issue was the one where I feel like we really got to know the character of Kal-El in his adult form in the real time right now. So I want to see how they explore that further. So that one definitely stands out for me. But honestly, for a top row, I only got 2 comics.
Yeah. Me too. Absolute Superman and Batman I'm picking up. Green Lantern I gave up on four issues in maybe. X-Men I made it to the arc and a half maybe, and then ASM I'm just not reading that. I'm waiting for a team that I can resonate with before I jump onto ASM right there.
Yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
I'm with you. Only 2 early birds. We got Omega in here. What's up? Midnight in Japan right now. Perfect time to tune in. Yeah, I'd say so. That's pretty cool. Oh man, SEG, thanks for coming in, man. I bet your doorbell is ringing constantly with all those Comic Curing Cancer packages that you're going to be getting in over the next couple of weeks.
Dude, no kidding.
Awesome to see you in here. Really cool, man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, DC getting a lot more money than Marvel lately for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, when the I see the word Chiefs, I'm going to get that comment away for a second until I can figure out what it actually said. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, when the Ultimate line goes away, I wonder what my poll list is going to look like Marvel wise. That's going to be really interesting.
I mean, vote with your dollars.
My son was Peppino Spaghetti. Should I know what that is? I don't know. Oh, from Pizza Tower. Okay, cool. Had to make a Chiefs hat Thursday night out of felt and hot melt glue. Interesting.
Heck yeah. Going old, yeah, putting it together yourself. I like that. Respect.
Oh, chef's hat, not Chiefs hat. Sorry. Well, Jesus. It's still early, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, Peach and Ultimate X-Men needs an award for most consistent run of any publisher. Yeah. That says a lot. 21 issues. You're paying more attention to that. She's been on it the whole time, right?
Yeah, writer, artist, every single issue, no delays. Like, yeah. Put some respect on her name for that.
That's really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep going. Flash, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Get your coffee. Let us know what you're picking up, dude. All right, I'll take a look over here. DCKO Night Fight #1. Man, I might read this one just because of what we all know happened, right?
You can't say might. You will absolutely read this. Don't lie to the people out there, Nick.
Shut up. Yeah, I know. I mean, it was such a bait and switch too. So it's so crazy. Here's the John Boy cover. That's pretty
Ooh, that's
Tyler
cool.
esque. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I will read it just because of what happens in DCKO #1. I think there's some preview pages already out there in the back of some DC books, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. I thought I saw one in Absolute Batman Annual, right? So we
I
know.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually excited for it. Batgirl, love the covers. Haven't read that book since Arc 2. Not reading Miles, dipping in and out of Poison Ivy, and not reading Avengers. How's this week look for you, or this row?
Very much the same. I'll read Night Fight. I'll read Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
There's other titles on this row that I would love to read.
Yeah.
There's reasons I don't though.
Yeah, indeed. All right. How's this row looking for you up here?
Oh, this is a doozy. Okay, I only got 2 books on this one. Birds of Prey, I jumped on super late. It's Kelly Thompson, and I'm like, yes, okay, I'm really enjoying this. I wish I would have, started reading this from the jump. And as soon as I get on there, Kelly Thompson like puts out on her Substack, she's like, well, this is the final run, guys. Hope you've enjoyed everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I've cursed this book.
Damn it.
Yeah. So it's been fun though. So I'm gonna read that one. I'll finish that one out, and then Rook Exodus, like, yeah, it's back, and
Mhm.
yeah, color me excited. So the first issue back was a lot of fun. I feel like we had a lot of character development in that first arc that we got. So this one was kind of like just hitting the ground running, and hopefully they can keep that pace for this this continuing arc, because that
Mhm.
that could be really cool.
Yeah. I still feel like Rook Exodus to me has a lot of heart to it, has a lot of good story in it, but I still feel like the art overshadows it a little bit. And it's the book that
Yeah,
gives me like the most 90s vibe. It's kind of like Noctera. Remember Noctera?
I
It was
do.
like the story's
Yes.
fine, but the art was incredible.
Hmm.
I have that same vibe, right? I don't know what the story needs to do to like change my mind from that point of view, but like I'm having a great time reading the book just because of how visually awesome it is and how insane and extreme it is, you know?
Well, and I think the one of the issues is that like we've had what 16-ish issues of everything else taking out Geiger's previous stuff before Ghost
That's
Machine
true. I
became a
said more
thing.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like in our heads we're like, oh, we should be further along in the game on this, but the reality is we're only on issue 8. So I feel
That's
like
true.
yeah, they still need some time to marinate.
Yeah. 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 Yep. For me, I'll be reading Void Rivals. The Dreadnought War is coming up for G.I. Joe. That'll be interesting to see heroes and villains teaming up against other villains. And then I'm not reading Moon Knight or Birds of Prey and Rook. So just those 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you if so I haven't read Void Rivals since issue #1. If you could sum it up in 1 or 2 sentences, what would you
Yeah.
say to me
So
to
this
catch
row
me?
here, Void Rivals is yeah. Void Rivals is an interesting book. It would read way better in trade for me because I lose the narrative way too quickly in Void Rivals. There's just too many factions. There's too many people that are at each other's throats. Too many one-off characters popping up every 3 issues for 4 pages, and you touch on 3 or 4 different threads in each issue. And there's a giant war, and there's a god that wants it, and a god that doesn't, and something they're trying to hide, and these people don't want it. But it's just so it's crazy. It's kind of hard to keep track of for me. And we're 2 years into this title, and I feel like we're not very far in this actual story. A lot's happened, obviously, but we're not very far in the story. And I was really wishing by 2 years we'd be like Void Rivals would be messing with Duke, and Transformers would be in there. And yeah, I thought we'd be further in the Energon universe, but that's how naive I
Yep.
was. I should have known better as a fairly veteran comic reader at this point.
Hey, join the
That
club,
things
man.
take time.
We did a prediction show early in the year this year, and I said by the time that Daniel Warren Johnson leaves Transformers, it'll culminate in the big crossover event between GI Joe, Transformers, and Void Rivals.
Nope.
I took an L there, so
Yeah, yeah. But again, I should have known they're gonna drag everything out as long as they possibly can.
yeah.
I should have known better. We had a few more people join us in the chat. We have Rooster Blue coming in here. What's going on? Stumbling out live. Good morning. It's awesome. The Unity, exactly. God bless the last couple issues. Yeah, what's happening in the rest of the galaxy while the main Transformers are on Earth? Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Oh,
There's
okay.
prophecies, there's all kinds of stuff. Cliff notes: the movie Transformers are headed our way. Yeah, it's heading in that direction for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Energon cartoon might help. I hope so.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, James. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, man.
Jazzy James.
Yeah, don't curse us like that, SCG. We know what that means. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Yeah, there are. I didn't do some there's some characters that were introduced in the last issue. I didn't do the research on it. Yeah, it must be stopped. Not getting any X titles, but I do enjoy the throwback logos. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a little bit about that on Pop Culture Philosophers last week, if you missed it. Some of the Age of Revelation books that we knew were going to inevitably pop up during that show.
Oh, man.
Did you start this row? I think you did.
Sure, let's say I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's only, what is this? Oh, there's only one book I'm getting over here. That's Assorted Crisis Events. I'm so happy that this is coming back. We still have Zwatsky, right? Is he still on the? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Camp is on this one. Hassan is on it. Jordi Belair, one of the best creative teams in comics right now. And I'm so excited to get this existential crisis book back in my life. I've been missing it, and really happy that it's coming back.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Eric Zawadsky, he kind of took us all by surprise because we don't recall seeing his name on any other books. We've kind of researched it. He has his own YouTube channel with people that he talks to about, the artwork in comic books and things like that. So if you're not hip to it, make sure you check it out. I believe it's called Ink Scribes. There might be an X somewhere in there too. But if you search for his name, I'm sure you're going to find it. Yeah.
But that's the one I'm getting. How about you?
Very, very much the same. Yeah, Assorted Crisis Events is, that should be the top tier title of that row as well. So,
For sure.
But yeah, it's the only one that I'm pulling from that row.
Okay. What about this one down here? We're already starting to get some obscurity. I see.
This is insane. I would say nothing, but for the sake of conversation, let's go ahead and say that maybe I'll read Alien versus Captain America #1.
Yeah. Check out the other covers real quick. Hang on. I did like this Panosian cover, man. It's just iconic and it's symmetrical, and I liked it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But Aliens versus Avengers did enough to build up a little goodwill in the way that they will cross those properties over. Now, this isn't done by the same team, so it might not be to the same quality. But I read something recently, and now it's escaping me. But that Frank Thierry wrote, and I really enjoyed it. So, depending on how many books are on the poll for that week, that one could definitely at least make the run.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, Rooster Blue. This is a cool channel. Near Zero agrees too. One of my favorites each month. It's always learn about something I'd miss otherwise. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. And thanks for everyone's help with Comics Curing Cancer. I know a lot of you guys participated in that and helped out and shared the word and everything. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and making that a real big success for us. So thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Help. Yep. I didn't have anything on this row. I think you might though.
Wait. What about the row up top? Are you just gonna skip over? You're not even gonna say anything that you're gonna get?
No.
Tell us how hyped you are about long shots.
Oh, you got me. Sorry. You got me. No. No, the only one, depending on how many books I have, the only one I would really check. I might Planet She-Hulk, maybe. Who's on this book? Stephanie Phillips. Yeah, I don't know.
Aaron Kuder on artwork. Yeah, but
yeah, I know. Yeah. But maybe Alien versus Captain America. But like that's there's been so many stories about that already. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think the only crossover I'm still digging right now is Predator kills Marvel Universe. So
yeah, and that's almost over, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Sure,
could be. What about this row up here? I know you got at least one.
Oh, this is your row, man. Go ahead, take it.
Well, I don't have any. That's why I was going to pass it to you.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any of them.
You're not reading Minor Arcana anymore?
I was, and there was something happened to the release schedule. And it got jacked up. I read through the first art, like she went into the strippy zone and she met a dude at the lake and she didn't know what was going on. And she comes back and she's arguing with her mom and stuff. And then the release schedule, and then Dynamite happened, right? Diamond happened.
Yeah.
And I just stopped getting all the books. And then that was probably 6 issues ago now, 7 issues ago.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about
that.
But
I liked it. I need to go back and just binge it if I can find it somewhere.
Yeah, and it's Jeff Lemire, that you could binge that in,
of course.
Yeah, a couple hours. Yeah, that's the only book I'll be getting. Yeah, Minor Arcana. I'm excited to see where they go from here. What you described is very much still what is happening, albeit they've kind of progressed each one of those storylines, in small intervals. But yeah, okay. I'm here for it.
That's good. Okay. We got Cheeky coming over here. I'm slowly stealing all of Eric's viewers. This is perfect. I love this. Oh, but he did spend more time with Eric this morning on his weekly wrap up and bounced over here. Got it.
Oh, priorities, right?
Okay. I'll win you over one day, Cheeky. Don't worry about it. Who would have thought that Disney gets X-Men back from Fox, released a great X-Men 97 cartoon, and comics fall apart. 97 was great. I had so much fun watching that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like, dude, you remember the movie Kingpin, right? With yeah,
yeah.
yeah, okay. I feel like we can almost replace Munson with Marvel at this point. It's like, oh, don't do that. You're gonna get marveled out there.
That's funny.
Wait, what does that mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They just keep, yeah, they just keep whatever, kicking themselves in the shin, stubbing their toes. They're making every misstep they possibly can.
For sure. Yeah. Freddie, man, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, dude. Always good to see you. We need to reconnect again, man. I know we were working on something before. We need to reconnect. So let's do that. I guess maybe after the holidays. Why don't we keep messing around? But Freddie, good to see you, dude. Thanks for coming in. We're not promoting that, DC. We're not doing that around here. You're actually interested in it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you got to manage your poll list, AK cutting down for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see team, but you know what? There was a couple different Marvel books that came out, and they were team based, obviously. And I'm flipping through it, and that first page has all the headshots with all the characters that are going to be inside the book. I remember looking through there and going, I don't know most of these characters. Why would I want to read a book about them? And I just put it back down. So,
yeah, that's where we're at with X-Men in particular.
Yeah. All right, this row over here, though, we have Savage Sword of Conan, which is one of my favorite books on the shelf right now, as far as anything Conan goes, really. We have Planet Death #2 from Bad Idea. I really liked issue #1. I feel like it came out a year ago at this point. We have issue #2 finally making its way to the shelf. And then Speed Racer #4, having a great time with Speed Racer from Matt Cave and David Pepose. We had the little one shot for Speed Racer and Racer X a couple of weeks ago, and then we have Racer X running in tandem on this book. So they're creating a cool little universe of different creators like Mark Russell and whatnot. So Speed Racer is great. Planet Death was a really cool premise for issue #1, but I haven't read it in forever. And then Savage Sword always delivers. What are you looking at up here?
Dude, yeah. Check. All three of those. Yep. Who's the creative team that's going to be on this Savage Sword?
My Chrome is for some reason jacking up right now. So we have Liam Sharp, writer and artist. Ooh.
Oh. All right.
And then down below, there's some, I don't know, Ron Mars and Denny Earl's credits as well, but we'll see.
Okay. Dang. Okay. It's going to be a Liam Sharp heavy kind of issue. I'm here for it.
Yeah. It's going to be great. What about this row right here? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, there's one thing and one thing only, but it is absolutely worthwhile. I think this got delayed a little bit, but the Ice Cream Man Mortal Coil Shuffle card sets. I really, really want to know what this is all about. I'm very eager to see how the hell all of us are going to review such a thing, if it is reviewable, right? Like, what are we going to do with this? Yeah, like, and knowing the team behind this, it's going to be mind blowing. It's going to be something so inventive and creative that like it totally like just skewed by everything that we thought it possibly could be. This is going to be really awesome. So if you haven't already put this on your pull list or reserved a copy of it, make sure you check this out because it's going to be special regardless of whether or not you're an Ice Cream Man fan or not.
Yeah, for sure. And in case you didn't pick up on all that, this is a 55 card deck, playing cards, Magic the Gathering kind of style playing cards. There's going to be different characters, there's going to be spells, there's going to be whatever, right? And you're actually going to play this deck and it's going to tell a story. Now, if it's going to be scripted and, play card number, if it's going to be in order, that would be interesting. Or it would be also interesting if you can shuffle it and you can kind of make your own story out of it. That's going to be really fun to figure out. So we'll see what happens. And I got to say, props to the team for making a 55 playing card comic book for $9.99. Like this could have been a $20 thing. I mean, how many blind bags and sound chip editions did we get that were $20? But this is actually a deck of cards that tells a story from this team, and it's only $10. I mean, I'm ecstatic about that.
Well, and let's be honest too. Like I'm trying to reach back in time from the days that I played Magic, but if my memory is correct, a starter deck was definitely more than $9.99.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
So,
yeah. We got some folks showing some Conan love for sure. Speed Racer. Yeah, those aren't pulled more. Check out Harley too. Interesting. Okay. Yep. If anyone hasn't watched Nick's interview with David Pepose and Stu and Eric, definitely watch the replay after the show. Sensational. Thank you so much. It was a great one. Actually, you know what, Dave? Yeah, just me. That was just my interview. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Cheeky, I'm winning you over already. This is perfect.
I think there's a setting on YouTube now where you can cut out all the other people. It's really kind of
Mhm.
inventive.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just trim everyone but those 2 audio sources. That'd be great. Rod the Rican's in here. What's going on, dude?
What's up, Rod?
Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Always good to see you. One of the OGs right there. Everyone saying hello. All right, let's keep going. Me too, man. Ice Cream Man. I cannot wait for that. Yeah, all the other ones I'm not reading though.
Yeah, Cruel Universe, like, yeah, that's one of those other ones where it's like, yeah, if there's room on the pull, I don't think that there will be though.
Great cover. Like Cruel Universe always has banger covers though. So
Isn't that the hardest thing about it though, too? It's like I see it, and every
it
single
is.
time I'm like, oh, I really should. It's like, wait a minute, I read the interiors of the previous ones though. Do I want to do this to myself?
What's this row look like for you up here?
Oh, it looks like scroll territory, to be honest.
Okay.
Like
There
I'll
you go.
probably pick up Echo just because I'm a Daredevil fan, and I will put it in a poly bag and I will put it right in a box.
Yeah, with that Mac cover. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we might be in scroll territory already. I might read White House Robot Romance #2. #1 was pretty cool. I liked it.
I like
It's
how
not a big
pretty cool had a question mark at the end of it there.
pretty
It was
cool.
pretty cool. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. That's true. Anything up here for you though, or should I keep scrolling?
Keep going.
Okay. All right, guys, shout out stuff that you're interested in because we're going to be just kind of zipping through here. And Eric, you just interrupt me.
Yeah.
Maybe Vanishing Point?
Maybe Vanishing Point. I was about to say that. Yeah, it's I've
Okay.
enjoyed it so far. But it's an anthology thing. It's so hard
Yeah.
to talk about and be like, oh, it's so great because you're following X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, it's a one and done. You get in there, you get your cool story, you get out.
Yeah. And we already had the best anthology book of the year with Satanic Panic. So
That's really true, actually.
nothing up here for me, although this Tales of Paranoia looks interesting from Fantagraphics.
I was just before the
It's
show
Crumb.
look.
So yeah,
Ooh, okay. So I wonder that's got to be a reprint, obviously. Then,
probably. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, the first. Huh.
Crumb, why don't we? Maybe.
Well, the first sentence says the first, Crumb comic book.
Oh, in 23 years. Well, yeah, I guess I should have read the first sentence. That would have been fun.
So, yeah, it's still a maybe though. It doesn't say the first new comic in 23 years. So,
It's true.
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even. That's not even my radar. I don't think my shop would have just ordered that on a whim. So that sucks. Okay.
I was before the show. I was looking. Scroll up one more. Excuse me. I was looking into the new comics because I want to check out new #1s. Impact Winter could be something if there's room on the pull. I'll check out. It looks like it's a Cold War era vampire story. So I mean, that kind of stuff is already fun right there. I don't know. I don't have any kind of history with the creative team on here whatsoever. But if you got a cool premise and it's Image and it's a new #1, like you're gonna get a shot so long as I have room to actually read it.
Yeah, it'll be the next Something's Killing Children. So there you go.
Yeah, I'll skip over that one too, and then be kicking myself.
And Ice Cream Man and everything else.
Yeah.
Grabbing Shadow Man, but I'm probably alone. Yep, probably.
Yeah, Valiant doesn't get a lot of love nowadays.
I know. What's over here? So Wild Animals, we're both digging that book. So
yeah, those are great covers. I love the stark white behind, the imagery that they have.
yeah, pretty good. You checking out No Place? It's a new #1 from Ignition.
Maybe. I haven't been really impressed from the premiere issues of Ignition Press.
I haven't either. It's bad.
And I know, and it bums me out because I want them to hit the ground running because like those were previous Boom guys. They should have connections. They should know what they're doing. It is what it is. I will be picking up Space Scouts though. That's going to be a new #1 from Matt Kint. I always check out anything that he puts out.
Yeah.
And I believe, Dave Rubin is on this one as well. Yeah, he was the artist that they worked together on the 3 series of Ether books that came out and Cosmic Detective as well. So they're to have a history together. So yeah, there's a good chance that this is going to be a really fun book.
Yeah, that's a great call. That went completely under my radar.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. Skin Police, you said as well, or
Well, Skin Police, I'm going to check that out.
Okay.
I believe that they're only going to have 4 issues on this run, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of the actual overall story here.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna keep scrolling here until I think we can go to the next week probably. Yeah, we're getting into Panini stuff.
Paninis, yep.
Whenever you get to the Panini Press, it's like we're done. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just filter out Panini. I probably already passed it.
Oh, it's like 4th on the list. Oh,
yep. Good call. All right. Kick us off here, man. What are you looking at?
Oh, man. Batman Hush. Get excited. Get hyped. It's back. No, did you already see through my lie? Okay. This one, I will be picking up a handful of titles here. Ultimate Wolverine. I've been enjoying it. I feel like the last issue was maybe one of the better ones. It was still action packed, right? It's not like you're not getting this deep, emotionally resonant book, but Uchiyo's artwork is great, and it's a fun Wolverine gets to slash things kind of book. It is better than Wolverine proper. I can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Ultimate Black Panther. We're almost at the end. I have to finish this through, and by the time that we get to the end, I might be saying that Ultimate Black Panther was the best Ultimate book that came out. It is
interesting.
It is neck and neck, and I know that that feeling isn't across the board from everyone, but I feel like we're getting there. I feel like we're almost there.
Okay.
Controversial. I don't know if I'm going to get Transformers number 26, and I know Flashes. I know Flashes in the chat, and I'm sorry ahead of time if I don't. But I might not. I don't know. I get bad vibes off of what happened in issue number 25 because I feel like it's going to then become now we throw this into the mix and now we throw that into the mix and Hasbro. It scares me. It just scares me just a little bit.
Yeah, but the Daniel Warren Johnson Shredhead cover.
Yep. See previous comment.
It's funny. Yeah, I feel like we're obviously going to lose a lot of emotion and everything from Transformers, but I'm gonna write it out because I've been writing it from the beginning. So we'll see where it goes. But Batman Hush, I'm not reading. Wolverine, I am reading. I do enjoy the book. It could be better, but it is good. I really like when Cappuccio's on the art, like you said.
Yeah,
that's good. And then we'll see where Transformers goes, and then Ultimate. I dropped that a long time ago, but you're making me regret it ever since. So.
Nah,
I think I read like 7 issues in, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it has not changed what you got delivered in those first 7 issues. So if you weren't vibing with it, it's still not going to be the book for you. So I wouldn't worry too much.
Right. Trying to go the rest of the year without adding a new number 1. Need to thin out the poll in 26 for sure.
Yeah, we're all there.
Simpleton also on that last Flux house book at Dark Horse. Yep,
because he's moving Flux House over to Oni, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And then apparently Moore is only doing 6 issues of Transformers. They might bring back Corona. What are you talking about? I want to see.
Get out of here. So we're going to get the
here's 30. Switch. Dan Moore is on 30, but that doesn't. Yeah, so we'll see what 31 looks like, I guess.
Yep.
It's okay. I'll keep you up to date. Also, Ultimate Black Panther. There you go. You and Flash can have a sleepover and talk about your Ultimate Black Panthers.
All right, let's get that on the schedule. Plan it out.
All right, this row here. I was very interested in Fantastic Four, but it kind of bummed me out after about 3 issues. So I don't think I'll be checking it out going forward, although I do love the cover.
Big time, same.
Yeah, Poison Ivy annual. I might check that out because it's an annual. So in theory, it'll be just like a series of a longer one-shot-ish kind of approach. So I might be dipping into that just to see what it's all about. Dark Patterns, one of the best covers of the year, I think, right there.
Thank you. I was about to say, can we talk about this cover for a second?
Incredible cover.
So cool. Oh my God, I love that cover.
Yep. And then Spawn, I'm not reading. So I might dip into Poison Ivy and definitely picking up Dark Patterns and then probably getting a collected edition hardcover deluxe if they ever put out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Go ahead and filibuster for me. I'm going to let this cat out before it digs a hole through my carpet.
Sounds good. Something surprising has happened recently, especially within the last couple of weeks here. And it's not a feeling that I have just because of Absolute Batman's annual, but it definitely plays a part in it. I feel like in the past, I was like a skip the annual kind of guy because it was a meaningless story and it didn't have anything kind of weight or gravity and it didn't impact the storyline that was being told. But as of recently, I got to say, I feel like maybe the big two are actually taking notice and putting some effort into the annuals because I read, the Absolute Batman annual was incredible. It was fantastic. I feel like people are going to be talking about that for a long, long time. I read the TMNT annual as well, and it wasn't earth-shattering. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it was a really good, heartfelt, resonant story that
Yeah.
talked about the brothers being back together. So I feel like the landscape of annuals might be a little bit different right now. And that kind
Yeah.
of excites me because it makes it worthwhile to actually check them out, as opposed to what my immediate, response is, which is to say, skip it.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Ooh.
I
Whoa.
love this cover though. It's got all
Ooh.
these like rusted knights in armor down here, and she's got like this amazing sword of legend or whatever it might be, and kind of being like a goddess of the woods or something, you know?
Dude, who is that?
Oh, you're gonna test my vocabulary. Let's see here.
Oh, it's like
Undoubtedly.
that.
Oh, never mind. It's Seb McKinnon.
Seb Okay. Okay,
Don't
cool.
know.
Yeah, no idea, but very
Looks
cool.
great though.
Yeah.
I want a great creative team with like Perkins and Spicer maybe doing it, or maybe somebody else, or like who? Maybe like Sienkiewicz doing interiors again, you know? But I want a Poison Ivy Swamp Thing 6-issue limited series.
That could be cool.
Explore like them fighting each other and then understanding their sources of power and how they're connected in some way, and then they're taking on some kind of common threat, and then they kind of part ways or whatever it might be. So
Wait a minute.
somebody write that. Go for it.
You're telling me you want a comic about two anti-heroes, if you will, meeting, fighting,
Mhm.
but then realizing they have more in common, so they team up and take on another enemy? Nick,
Is
you've
that a
cracked the code.
revolutionary idea? Yeah,
You've
yeah.
cracked the code. I never saw this coming.
But no, we should cross over Swamp Thing with Erica Slaughter instead. Anyways,
Oh. Oh
God
my
bless.
god.
All right. Space Ghost Annual is awesome. See, Cheeky knows what's up.
Yes.
I knew I
Oh,
liked you.
I think that might be the best annual of the year. If I'm totally just putting it right out there, I
It
think
was
that's
really
the
good.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. He loves the idea of dropping other Hasbro characters, even if they didn't add new books. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Stop writing those annuals and take 10 different annuals to tell one big story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not I don't know about that approach.
Yep. And then poison. Yeah, for sure. See? I know. All right. Did we cover these up here? We did.
Yeah, I believe we
Yes.
did. Yes.
All right. Take us to this row here. What's up?
Okay. Superman Kryptonite Spectrum. You have to start there because that's been such a cool
It's an amazing
series.
book.
And I think this is the last issue, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think. No, we have many more. We have 5. We have one more.
Those
We
are
have 5
variants. Yeah.
issues.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
That's right. Okay, because we've essentially tested all the kryptonites at this point, except for the Rainbow K, which we find out is not a kryptonite whatsoever. It's I guess like maybe a help signal, a beacon from the
Fifth dimension.
from
Yeah.
the fifth dimension, from the imps. So this is going to be an exploration about characters that really, really, really should shine under the penmanship of W. Maxwell Prince. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
going to be really cool. That's going to be so cool.
Yeah. And hollering with all the colors. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yes, exactly. Aquaman, I've still been having a ton of fun with it. I think
Yeah,
that
me too.
it's just a fun adventure book. Like, I mean, the best way I could describe it is if you dig Indiana Jones, something like of that tone, you're
Mhm.
gonna dig Aquaman because that's what it feels like. It feels adventurous in ways
Yeah.
that a lot of other books try to do, but it's more action than adventure, if that makes sense.
It does. Mhm.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man Wolverine, I've dipped back in and out. Basically, if Kari's not on it, I just
He is.
basically am completely checked out. Okay, so Kari's on there. Yeah, because the story
Yep.
is secondary, right? I think the story is just a
Yeah.
showcase for Kari to do what Kari wants to do. So when he's on it, I'll check it out.
Yeah. That's a good call. Yeah, I agree. Whenever Kari Andrews is on a book, it's incredible. Just visually. It's so nice. Yeah, Superman Kryptonite Spectrum, one of the best books of the year. Aquaman's been really, really fun. It's definitely episodic. It's a journey. We're learning. We're finding new people. We're teaming up. We're overcoming the issue of, or the villain of the issue, and then we're going forward. I can't wait to see where it ties in more to the dark side stuff. And I feel like we went from 0 to 100 when it comes to dark side. You know, he was gone forever, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden, in the pages of DCKO, he's a kaiju taking on a thing. Maybe I'm missing something, but it's very weird what's happening right now with that. And I thought New Gods was going to be the shepherd of bringing him back into the broader universe, but New Gods is in a whole different direction right now, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see. But yeah, Spectrum for me, Aquaman for me, everything else, I'll probably be skipping.
Well, we should probably talk about something though, because a month ago at this time, we both made a short-sighted comment saying, "Why can't Marvel do this with Spider-Man?" When we talked about Batman and all of the
Yeah.
evergreen
With
properties.
Thorn, sure.
Amazing Spider-Man Torn. Now you read issue 1, right?
I did not read issue
Oh,
1.
you did not read issue.
No,
Shoot.
because
Okay, I
I
was
just like
trying
to
to set you
to
up to talk
complain.
about it. Dang it.
No, I just like to complain about things and then don't follow through with my, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, check that box for me as well because I totally skipped issue number 1.
Well,
But
I know that JMS has a long history with the character, and I would assume that he's probably going to be, I don't know, pulling out some stuff that he's been touching on in the past. Maybe that's not the case, but in anyway, I didn't read it just because I'm not super. I wasn't super excited about the team. I don't have a legacy with JMS. I don't like Spider-Man to begin with, so it was hard. I don't know.
wow,
If it
hot
was a
take.
great creative team on Spider-Man #1, I'd be all over it, but I just don't have that history that a lot of people do. So,
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
skip.
I hear that. I feel like the premise of the character at this point is better than the actual execution of the character.
Yeah. Steve Rude coming with this classic vibe for Mary Jane. That's great.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. It's a beautiful cover. Yeah, and then we have our Delato, of course. I feel like Delato's made a hell of an impact on Spider-Man covers in general over the years.
Yeah.
It's always in that same vibe too.
All right. Well, if you've learned anything from these Sunday shows, we're bitchy and we're stubborn.
Exactly. Let's see here. So we have Red Coat issue number 15. I think that's the only one I'm reading across this row. What about you?
Yeah, very much the same. Yeah, red coats. I'm trying to. Oh, Spider-Man 94. That's what that is. I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, red coat number 15. That's going to be the only one that I'm actually reading from this. I got to say though, that Mr. Terrific cover looks so cool. I thought that was Wes Craig when I actually saw it. It's not, but oh my god, the Kirby crackle on that is
Which was
fantastic.
the Mr. Terrific? Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. It's definitely has a Wes Craig vibe to it. I mean, that even looks like what's the devil on Jin's shoulder right now? What's that character's name?
Oh, Rozelle. Yeah,
Rozelle. That looks like Rozelle almost, with some of the expression there.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, great cover there.
Yeah, so one book kind of row.
Yeah, me too. Red Coat's been a fantastic book. That could be episodic and go on forever, and I'll never get bored of it, I don't think.
Yeah, and that's a great idea. The premise behind that book is that we really could. We're exploring, centuries worth of time. There's so many things that we could do.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you do the honors over here. What are you looking at?
Oh, okay. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rites of Spring number 4. The series that I never, ever, ever would have thought needed a sequel series because, why would you risk tarnishing what was so great about the first series? But guys, the sequel might be better. I'm having an incredible time with this, with the exploration of the town, Samantha's past, just everything that's happened since that time, and kind of also stepping back in time too. I love the vibe and the tones that we get from that. I believe early '90s, if I'm not mistaken, setting, right? Because I know they're still dealing with dial-up and AOL and stuff like that. So yeah, incredible time that I'm having with that book here, and then Power Fantasy, Power Fantasy, Power Fantasy. I feel like whatever. Watch any stream that I'm on and just hit repeat and I'm talking about it and rinse and repeat. I'm gonna say the same kind of things on there. Oh,
We got this Judy Ba cover. I love the storytelling. So I love covers that tell a story. I believe me, I like my pinups too, but I like my storytelling covers. If you know this character, this graffiti art all around it, whatever this is, these ghostly images is very telling. And I love it.
Just a bit.
Love it so much. Yep.
Yeah. I'll say the same thing I say about it all the time, though. If you like X-Men or you want to like X-Men, you're going to love Power Fantasy because it's better. So do that.
For sure. Are you reading Spider-Man Noir? I liked it. I liked issue number 1.
No, I skipped it. If I'm not going to be reading a Spider-Man proper book, I just feel like, why would I read an ancillary title?
Yeah. Well, you read an ancillary title because Eric Larson's on the writing for this one, and at least it has that cool humor and dialogue that Eric Larson can bring. The interior was pretty fun as well, and it's a cool gangster. He's going to the dock and he's stopping guys in trench coats from doing something and bringing in whatever in the dock, and he's fighting with them, and had great interior art too. So if you want a different flavor, So there's a new Spider-Man #1 I read the other month. There you
Okay.
go. See,
Yeah, see?
I didn't eat my words after all.
Okay. You're still bitchy, you're just not stubborn.
Well, for sure. Glad to see Rook is back. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good
absolutely.
book. Up in the Air in Spider-Man Noir. I like the character in the first issue was cool. It doesn't seem like you're up in the air at all. You like the character in the first issue was cool. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, those are both definitive statements.
Yeah. Power Fantasy is dope. Ongoing. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully the new Dice series doesn't slow it down.
We'll be talking about that in, I believe, a little bit later on down this week. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, finishing up volume 2 of the Power Fantasy today. Issue 11, so good. Oh, yeah. You just got
Cheeky.
over.
Yes.
Yeah, you just got over the origin of Eliza too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Issue 8 or 9 was that one. So yeah, you're a few issues into that. That's cool. Spider-Man Noir movie. Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
That's right. I forgot that they were making that. Nick Cage is donning the mask. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yeah,
gotta
so
dive in.
I'll be reading Noir, Rites of Spring. Obviously, it's fantastic in Power Fantasy for sure. I've been double dipping on Power Fantasy covers for a while, but there might be a couple coming up that I didn't get 2 of. I think the latest one solicited for January. I'm kind of on the fence for the B cover, but a lot of the B covers have been fantastic. So
They've had sneaky good variant covers. Yeah.
oh yeah. There was a retailer call where Casper Wingard was on there and Karen Gillan, and they were talking about who do you want to be on the B covers? Like throw names in the chat, and the retailers were all these names were flashing on the down there,
God.
you know, and they were like, "Oh, we're writing all these down." So Casper was writing them all down. It was really funny to see. So anyway, oh, this one row up here, I'm thinking. So Marvel Knights Punisher #2. I didn't like #1 as much as I thought I was going to like it. Panosian Interiors, it was really cool. But I don't know if I'm a Palmiotti fan for writing right now. I don't know. But issue #1 didn't really do it for me. It was a great visual treat, but I'll read issue #2. And then I don't think I'm getting anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed too, dude. I had the same exact feelings towards Punisher, or I'm sorry, Marvel Knights Punisher #1.
Mhm.
Um, and it's probably a matter of hype, right? Or expectations. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be the Punisher title, and
Yeah,
it wasn't. But maybe it just needs, maybe it needs a little bit of time. I'll
sure.
give it 3 issues, and we'll see if it can build from there. The world to come, though, I'm definitely gonna be continuing to read that storyline. It is not an easy read, right? Christopher Priest really likes to play with time in a way that it's challenging. There's no better way that I could put it. It's just challenging, but I feel like the story that they're presenting here could be very cool. And
Yeah.
Joe Quesada's on the artwork. I'm going to be here
Yeah.
for it. I feel like there's some times where maybe it gets a little bit looser than his normal style on there, but 99% of it is still awesome. Plus, the last issue had a meeting with little T'Challa and little Matt Murdock, and come on, that warmed my
Aw,
heart. I loved
how
it.
cute. Okay. Yeah, I knew going into Marvel Knights I would be at a disadvantage because I have no experience with it at all. And when I read issue #1, I did notice that time jumpiness, that
Oh,
whatever was going on, and all these questions and weird things were happening. And so I actually fell off. I didn't read #2 for whatever reason, and then 3 came out, and then here we are with 4 coming out soon.
yeah.
So I'm kind of and honestly, I've been reading a lot of back issues lately. So I usually finish up my minimum of what I want to read for each week, and then I'm diving right back to the back issues to get caught up on some classic stuff. So I'm not really taking a lot of chances anymore.
Yeah. I think it's a safer bet.
Yeah, probably. All right, this row here, there's at least a couple bangers. We have Conan issue #26. This one's a great series. We have another artist on here. Of course, we have Jim Zub still doing his stuff. Jim is probably one of the most consistent writers, putting out amazing content on 3 different books. He does little 4-issue tie-ins. He does Conan the Barbarian proper. He's doing bits and pieces of Savage Sword. He hasn't put out a bad issue of Conan in over 2 years, which is incredible. We're 26 issues in, annual monthly book with Savage Sword, with 8. Well, if you count Scourge of the Serpent, we have 8 different event books at this point, at least. So I don't know how he does it. It's phenomenal. And he's going to be one of the, at the end of this contract, I think it was like 3 years or whatever it was. I think he will have cemented himself as one of the best Conan writers. Now, that's coming from a guy who doesn't know a lot about Conan history, but I know a lot of the big names that were on there. But you can't deny the fact that he's been very influential in the book and has put out just consistent banging stories for 2 years straight now.
Yeah, the man is living and breathing the Hyborian age. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just so engrossed with it. And if you've had a chance to watch an interview with him or be part of an interview with him,
Which we
you
both did.
know, yes, exactly. You know exactly how ingrained it is in his
Yeah.
everything. Like, I mean, the man is absolutely invested in this world, and it really, really shows.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. And then one of the best books of the year, we're taking everyone down with us. The conclusion, finally, issue number 6, delayed
Ah,
about 2 months now at least,
that's okay.
coming out. Yeah, I don't care. Take your time, whatever it takes. I don't want an issue 6 to come out and feel like it was rushed. So I don't really care. 32 pages. It's got that $5 price point, which is great. One of the best books out there. And we got a Jesse Larnigan, just cool, fun,
Mm,
crazy variant cover
yes.
as well. And we talked to him a little bit about his variant cover game. And I was yeah, so here are our thoughts with Jesse as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we had a lot of fun talking with him. Dude, I don't wanna read that issue only because I just don't want this world to end. Like,
I know. It's too fun.
yeah, I thought that this was gonna be an ongoing, and I was so excited because everything
Mhm.
that they were doing was just like, ah. And then they put the little Rook Universe tag on it. I'm like, "Man, if you don't bring this back, I'm gonna be so upset." Hopefully, the
Yeah.
sales dictate that it can come back at some point, and hopefully Matthew Rosenberg has a story to tell, most importantly. But,
Yep.
yeah, this has been such a fun series.
It has. And talk about, well, we mentioned before, I got some of these covers I haven't seen before. That's a great one too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at these. Oh, Martin Simmons did one in 50. I didn't even know that. That's
You
great.
you didn't see these variant covers after all the hard work that you were doing yesterday?
Man, believe me, I looked at a lot of covers,
Yes, I know.
but again, I love covers that tell a story. And if you read issue number 1, this is like such a great cover depicting what's going on. And there's so many good ones.
Yeah, that's a Zdarsky
Um,
one, right?
yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did a great job with that.
yeah.
I mean, hell, even the cover A with this like bloody arm holding this busted robotic hand.
Yep.
Such a great image. So
Oh,
good.
man. Yeah.
1 through 4 had laminated finish. Interesting.
Of course,
Of course, you know
Simpleton's
that.
coming in here with the printing.
Good Lord. Hey, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Sunday fun day. Let's go. Indeed. Yeah. Throw out there what you're interested in, man.
Heck yeah.
Week to week. Well said about Zub's Conan. I'm really glad I got to read those as a release. So exciting. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm
Mhm.
glad I took a chance on it. And I'm glad it's been phenomenal every single month.
Yeah, for sure.
We're taking everyone down with this number 5 change from the previous ones. The finish. Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
It's kinda
That's
like when you, buy hardcovers or trade paperbacks, and then, like, the trade dress on the spine changes.
oh,
It's like 1, 2, 3 are all perfect, and then 4, it's like,
yeah.
the volume 4 is up here, and it's not down there, and, oh, that drives me nuts.
The Akira hardcovers are doing that, and it's pissing me off. The
Oh,
Akira hardcovers that are coming out. So when I
wait,
have 1, 2, and 3 next to each other, the numbers are off centered, and the 3 images are a little bit shifted. Like, what are you doing?
I didn't notice it because I got the big box. It just
Oh
holds
God,
all of them in there.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, yep. Um, okay, yeah, I think we covered that row pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
Anything going on down here for you?
No. Are you gonna read 1776? I'm curious. I'm trying my best not to.
Oh well, it's my favorite writer. JMS is on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you have a lot of history with him, I hear.
Yeah, Ron Lim. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This just seems like such a bizarre thing, a bizarre premise to take on right now.
Yeah,
What?
I don't
Like,
know.
just say no, Nick. You could say it. It's fine. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say
interested.
no.
I'm not. How about this? I have no interest in it whatsoever. So
There we
if
go.
I find this week to be very, very light, I might read it, but I don't want to read fodder for the right hand side of the scale. You know what I'm
Well
saying? Like I
said.
don't.
Well said. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any expectation. I don't. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
it, I mean, Blood and Thunder issue number 7, like that series kind of bored me a little bit. I like the idea of the first couple issues, but it kind of went downhill pretty quickly. And that's not what you want to do when you have this kind of a creative team on this kind of a publisher with this great shelf appeal and a new exciting female character, action-packed, Judge Dredd-ish kind of a book meets whatever, Starship Troopers or whatever it might be. Like they shouldn't have taken some of the chances they took in the early issues, I don't think, bringing in new characters and changing the thread of the entire narrative. They did some stuff to damage, I think, the plot of this book and the excitement of this book. So I don't know how it's been lately. Let me know, guys, if you're reading issue 5 or 6 or whatever it is of Blood and Thunder, but that one's kind of bumming me out right now.
Oh man. Yeah, all right. Not the greatest row of comics here. I know there's some G.I. Joe fans out there as well. So I'm just not reading that one, but yeah, kudos to you if you are.
Indeed. What about this row? What does it look like for you?
Oh boy. It's not looking like much, I can tell you that.
Okay. Me neither.
Yeah, I'm in I don't want to say scroll territory yet. We're only at one row, but there's a whole big goose egg right there.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Escape the Dead Zone number 4. I'm digging the series. It's fun. It's Godzilla adjacent. The Godzilla essentially is living. This whole world is destroyed. We have all these apocalyptic zones everywhere, and we have these 2 kids that are kind of like, I don't know, the prophesized children or something like that. And our main character, who's like a half Godzilla, met them, and they're on the run right now. So it's an interesting story. Really cool artwork, and I'm having some fun with this book. But that's the only one I'm reading on this row, I think.
Dude, everyone that talks about that book speaks highly of it, and
It's not bad.
I'm gonna have to go back and read it because like it sounds like a ton of fun.
It is in a week that's kind of light, it is better than most. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
If you had a 20 book week, it would be in the top half, I would say.
Oh, okay, all right. I would take that. I am interested in The City Beneath Her Feet. If my shop gets it, I feel like Distillery, because of all of the diamond stuff, like honestly, and the fact that they're magazine format books, which already is a deterrent for some people to pick those up. I think a lot of shops stopped getting Distillery books, to be completely honest, unless it's on your pull list. And that's unfortunately, they haven't had the time to develop any kind of good faith in me to put things on the pull list yet. I'll grab them from a stand. But it's so hard. It's tough. So if I can get my hands on it, I probably would read that. Yeah.
You mean 1776 by Marvel may have some controversy? I don't even know what kind of controversy it'll have. But, I'm a patriotic person. So if you're going to jack around with that kind of stuff, maybe, who knows? There's going to be some people that might take things the wrong way. Who knows, man? I don't know what the solicitation even says.
I'm just bored by the premise of it. I think it's silly.
Yeah, me too.
And that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah. All right, Cheeky. All right, we're best friends now. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Gives to my best. Nah, that's okay.
Yeah, no, he's not here. Screw that guy.
He's not here. It's okay. Whatever happened to Rom's Distillery book?
That's a damn good question.
Who knows, man?
It got pushed out and then pushed out and pushed out. And then the final time it got pushed out, they just changed the release date to TBD. And I'm like, okay, well, all right, that'll never happen, I guess.
Yeah, I think Somna is probably the only Distillery book that ever finished. There might be another example or two, but that's the only one on my radar that I know is has came out consistently when it was supposed to and is done, right?
Shoot, dude. Yeah, you might be right. I can't think of anything.
There was one from Jock, right? That was like
oh, that's right. I think that was the first
Facebook.
Yeah.
But White Boat, like what we had 1 or 2 issues and we haven't seen anything from that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yep. All right. Keep on moving.
Hey, there it is.
Hey, go ahead.
Die Loaded, number 1, the reintroduction of this Die universe from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. Yes. I'm pumped for this. The first I guess series, right? Was really great. The idea behind this is that it's a D&D type of world where they have this game, and in the past these children play a game and they actually get drawn into the world of this D&D universe, and their game master gets trapped in that world. And then as adults, and it's kind of like a Chronicles of Narnia thing, they spend a tremendous amount of time there. They're adults in this world, and they have developed friendships and families and all kinds of things. They've gone on these adventures and had injuries. Then they come back to the same point in time where they were children again, with all of the emotions and feelings and the experiences that they've had, and it has dramatically changed their lives. And now they, in the real world, have become adults, and they're drawn back into the game from the one person who remained in the game the entire time. So that was like the kickoff of the first series. I don't want to give away too many other things, but now obviously they're going to get drawn back into the game one more time. So this is going to be really, really cool. Stephanie
So it's like
Hans.
Jumanji. Got it.
All right. Well, yeah, you said it in one sentence and I was long-winded on it, but you know what? Whatever. That's fine.
Cool.
It's like
So
Jumanji.
Kieran Gillen making Jumanji. Got it.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
I'm all for it. I didn't read the first series, so I'm wondering how lost I'll be getting into this. So hopefully they'll spend some time catching people up.
Okay. So if you want Nick to do a deep dive, comprehensive look into Die in November, drop a 1 in the chat.
No, I'm reading. I'm trying to finish Lone Wolf and Cub. Dang it! I got like 20 issues to go. I'm trying to finish that first.
I said what I said. Drop a 1 in the chat. Damn it.
Anything else up here?
Oh yeah, I kind of lost track of what else we were going to be talking about. I want to like Dick Tracy again, but yeah, it kind of drug on me just a little bit. So yeah, if there's room.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You're already getting responses in the chat.
How do we delete comments? Delete, ban user, and delete their comment. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all for me though. It's the one.
I'll get Die and check it out and see if I'm lost. Surely I won't be. They know this is a great time for new readers to jump in on the series, so they're going to spend a little bit of time, I think, just reorienting people. That'll be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
TMNT Journeys, I was picking up a couple of these. I don't know if I subscribed to it or not. It's just a cool idea, the reprinting of Peter Laird and Team's stuff. Jim Lawson, I think, is on this, so it's a cool reprint of it, but I don't know if I'll be collecting these long term. I don't even know how many issues they're going to be. If it turns into like a 40-issue thing, it's like, ugh. Now I got 40 issues of this, but there's worse things to collect. So
yep, exactly.
That's okay. Probably scroll territory for me at least.
Yeah, we can probably start scrolling here.
Okay. Just shout out something that you might be interested in. I don't see anything up here.
We got one on the next row. I can see a little peek
one
of it.
Next. Take it. What do you got?
There we go. Author Immortal.
Author Immortal.
Holy cow, what an awesome first issue. It's kind of got a little bit of vibes of Helena Windhorn in there. So it's kind of, yeah, there's a lot of ideas that they're playing with in this. So there's this family who's kind of called in by this J.K. Rowling kind of stand-in who basically can't publish their own things because there's a lot of controversy behind some of the choices that they've made. So they kind of call in not a ghost writer, but kind of a ghost face behind a new book that they want to put out. And it's all kind of coming on the heels of them purchasing the rights to publish, kind of like this, almost like this Tolkien-esque kind of person, right? They've purchased his estate and they can publish works that they had worked on previously. Okay. But when these people get to the estates, there's some magical things abound there. So there's a lot of cool ideas on there. I think that the standout on this though is Morgan Beam's artwork. Man, It is so cool. It fits what they're doing in this, at least in that first issue, so well. So this has got me excited. I definitely want to dive back into this.
Yeah, it's got like a watercolor meets ink cover right here with some splatter and things like that. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I didn't check out number 1. I know it made the list of the best of the month over on PCP, so I got to check this one out.
Yeah, I think there's a chance you might dig it.
Yeah, I'm up for that. You're reading High Strangeness on this next row.
Yes, I am.
I missed number 1, so I got to go back and find that one too.
Well, and the thing is, it's hard to talk about this because each issue is a standalone issue, so I don't even know what this is about. However, I know that, the first issue had a really good creative team behind it, and I'm just going to be here for it. It's books that are well put together, and it's books about silly supernatural strangeness, right? So I'm going to be here for it. I don't know if it's ever going to like blow my mind. I hope it does. Don't get me wrong. Right. But like, yeah, it's kind of a nice palate cleanser kind of book if you dig supernatural stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I know we're both super excited for the Colossal Kaya issue number 1. We have a ton of great people on this book. And yeah, just so many great creative teams. We have Wes Craig, obviously, Stegman, Declan Shelby, Nathan Fox. We have Huddleston on here. We have Jim Mafood. Jim Mafood, that's interesting. And James Heron on here. So we have so many great names
That's a
on this
murderous
book. I'm
row.
really excited. 48 pages, $5, wraparound cover. Incredible.
Give it to me. Just stick it right in my vein. I need this in my life. Oh my god.
Yeah. Not to be collected in trade paperback, includes 6-page introduction into the series, perfect for new readers. So yeah, if you haven't jumped on the Kaya train, this will be a great place to jump in. See a lot of great people in the industry putting their thoughts on Kaya, and either with writing or pens. And yeah, I cannot wait for this one. And if it's a $5 book, I want it to be more than 30 pages for sure. And 48 for $5. You kidding me? That's great.
Yeah, and there's not going to be any ads in it either, right? This is just it's
Right. Oh
going to
yeah, yeah.
be 48 pages of nothing but that story. Yeah, so that's going to be really really cool. And it feels like the last proper issue that we got was kind of like the end of the middle arc. That's kind of the feeling that I got. So, yeah, so like I said, perfect jumping on point. Get Colossal Kaya, have fun with it. Join us on the ride for Kaya because it's one of the best comics that comes out.
Anybody familiar with the creative team on this one? We have Dan Hoosier. We have yeah,
David
I know
Lapham, yeah.
David Lapham. Yeah. And Lee Lowridge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan's
I'm
not
not
jumping out
familiar.
at me, but I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The writer, don't have any idea, but yeah, everyone else on there, totally, they're great.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know we have a lot of distillery talk going on in the chat too. What books were coming out? Yeah, there was more than I thought too. That's interesting.
Yeah, Spectrograph, I totally just right over
Warm
my head.
Fusion, Missionary, yep, Blasphemous, Big Burn, Gone's the book I was thinking of. Yeah, yep.
Oh, The Blood Brothers Mother. I didn't even know that finished. It was so freaking delayed. I remember I enjoyed issue number 1, and then what happened? Issue number 2, where'd it go?
Anything else up here?
No, that's gonna do it for me.
Okay. Roots of Mad. I read issue number 1 of Roots of Madness. It was okay. You know, it's about a girl who's kind of like a bayou, grew up kind of in the bayou. That's the vibe I got anyway. And her mom's kind of like this girl that messes with potions and the occult and things like that. And she's kind of scared of her daughter getting older and being interested in that kind of stuff. But eventually there's a time jump and she's pretty legitimate in that sense. But now there's some mystery happening, some illness in her local town, and people are coming to her for advice. So she needs to figure it out. But it's a lot of like her just narrating her circumstances and talking about her past and whatnot. And then this threat comes in eventually. So it's a book that some people might love. It didn't totally grasp me. Like I'm not excited to read issue number 2, but it's an interesting idea.
Okay.
It's just it didn't really grab me though.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that Gray Lady is totally just aping on the Spider-Man cartoon font though for their title?
That's true.
That's
that
100% Spider-Man font.
Yeah,
we see
funny.
what you're doing, Gray Lady.
We see what you're up to. All right, as Chrome continues to stutter on me. All right, anything else up here? Nothing for me.
Absolutely nothing.
Man, is that all red on this? It looks like all red on this.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
it might
is.
be on the cover. Yeah.
All right, scroll territory for me. I know we just talked about Die, the role-playing game quick start edition number 1. That's weird.
Yeah, so we talked about the fact that the premise of the book is that you get, it's a D&D type game. The game of Die exists. They kickstarted it. It's out there. You can play the game.
Oh, funny.
Will you get drawn into a magical world in your imagination?
So.
Yes, maybe not in real life though. So,
Yeah.
From what I hear, it's a lot like Jumanji though. So this is going to tell you how to play Jumanji.
Fair enough. Nothing up here for me.
Yeah, nothing.
Although new Mad Cave books.
Oh, I take that back. I'm sorry. I didn't even see what that was. Liquidator. Yes, I'm absolutely going to pick this up.
Peter Milligan.
I'm a Peter Milligan fan. Yeah. So this is
Piotr Kwaski.
Yeah. I know both of us have read books that they've done artwork in. So Kowalski's on there, but yeah, this seems like it's a cool kind of timey-wimey book where a person's trying to. It's like an indie TVA book, right? She's going through time, trying to right wrongs, fix timelines, things like that. So you know that there's going to be some other aspect that they play with where something gets screwed up that they have to go back and right a wrong. So I'm here for it.
Okay. Yeah, Mad Cave is starting to earn a little bit more respect for me. Whenever I see a number 1, I try to check it out if I can.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know. We're hitting webtoons. We're hitting stuff. All right. Interest of time. We're jumping ahead.
Yeah.
We're on the 19th right now. We got 2 more weeks. So I'll take it from here. Flash, I'm not reading. Nightwing, I'm not reading. Absolute Flash. Nightwing, no. Ultimates, I am. I'm excited for whatever that, but you just never know what you're going to get with the Ultimates. That's
Yes.
what I love about that. I was pretty down on the previous issue. I think for good reason. I think my perspective was good and valid. I think the story was great. I think the art suffered. So I'm excited for 18, seeing where this whole thing goes. I'm interested in the time jump. Now we're in December. We were in real time, but now we're in December. And yeah, so I'm interested in that. Batman Deadpool, really excited about this. We got some great creative teams on here as far as who's combined on these books. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this one. We get a cool Frizzen variant with Wonder Woman and Storm, which is cool. We got some just great collab covers, and undoubtedly it's going to sell into the hundreds of thousands of copies, and that'll be probably the biggest book of the month sales wise.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on that top row for a reason, without a shadow of a doubt, because there's so many variants that people are going to be picking up. It's insanity.
Yeah. Yep. We have Milligan as an automatic pickup. That's interesting because I'm a little bit lukewarm on Milligan so far. So we'll see.
Well, in your back issue reading, I would recommend that you check out Shade the Changing Man. I would make sure that you check out.
That's on my list actually because of your recommendation on that new collected edition you picked up recently.
And also X-Force and Ecstatics too, because I mean you really dig on Michael Allred, so that'll be the perfect book for you.
Yeah. So I do have almost all of those, and that's going to be on my. Once I collect I almost have all of X-Force at this point, from start to finish.
Oh, okay.
Not the new stuff, like the older stuff, like when the original run going into the Allreds run and everything. So
okay, right on.
I gotta get into that. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you, man. Yeah, what's up, Pete? And always enjoying your stuff on Instagram and whatnot. So make sure to check Pete out. Most Dope Comics if you haven't yet.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of time travel, did you pass? No, I read issue number 1. Did we get to issue number 2 yet? I don't even know. I read issue number 1. I had a good time with it. I thought it was an interesting take on. I think we're talking about the same book. It's the book where he can kind of go back in time and his team is constantly dying and he has to rewrite the game plan, and he's
the save states.
Yes, it was. I actually enjoyed 1. It didn't hit on all cylinders for me, but it was a cool idea. Yeah,
for sure.
Yep. But when he's really great. Cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, bingo.
What about you? Anything else?
Absolute Flash, I really liked issue number 8. I thought it was the best issue of the series so far, but we're 8 issues in. We're going to be 9 issues in now. It needs, for a book called Flash, it needs to pick up the pace. Ultimates, yeah, I know, but Ultimates is going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that one. I dipped my toes back into Nightwing to see what's going on. It was okay. It wasn't a fair issue to kind of give that litmus test because it's right in the middle of a run, but it was what it was. It was fine. Batman Deadpool, I can't say that I'm hyped for it. Am I going to read it? Yeah, of course. I'm not stupid. But yeah. But is it going to be anything special? I don't know. Like the Deadpool Batman, it was a big old eye roll for me. It was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
but
I agree on that.
Okay, like whatever. Like it's fine. But I'm in it for the cool creative teams getting to do fun things.
Yeah, me too. All right. What about this row? What are you interested in here?
Ooh, interested in is maybe not the term that I would say. I will begrudgingly read One World Under Doom because I've decided that I'm going to finish that series out for some reason.
It's a cool cover, though. Look at this cover.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm in the middle of bitching about it, though, Nick, so if you can not interject and throw positive things in there.
Sorry, Stu. I tried, man.
Okay, that one, that's a bummer. You know what else is a bummer? Wonder Woman. You know what else I'm still reading? Wonder Woman. Oh my gosh. But I gotta say, Daniel Samperi's artwork is so freaking good.
Oh, it's great.
Even in the times where you're like, I can't deal with this narrative, it is so silly. His artwork kind of keeps you along for the ride. And then New Gods. I really wanna enjoy the second part of the storyline. So I think the last issue set us up for something cool to happen. I want there to be a big swing now. We need a swing.
Yeah, I'm really scared that New Gods is just going to be filed away underneath in that same folder with like Carnage or
Dawn Runner.
Dawn Runner. I feel I don't, and I don't want to say that, but I feel like enough issues have been more of a disappointment than super exciting. And I think the really exciting issues were the first was like the first arc.
Yes.
And then something happened. What is this, number 12? Something happened around 6, 7, 8, 9 that just went straight downhill for me. And it just never recovered. So I don't know what it needs to do to get me back. But I feel like at the end of the day, this will just be filed away with like Carnage and Dawn Runner, where it's like, and Universal Monster, Creature from the Black Lagoon. You know, it's just like great creator. It should have been amazing, and something happened and just didn't work out, unfortunately. I don't know.
Time will tell. Yeah. We're gonna find out one way or another.
Indeed. Red Band Punisher issue number 1. Excited for anything Punisher really at this point. I need to actually go back and read issue number 2. I think it was when I took a break. So I need to go back and maybe finish this one. I'm getting this one and the other one mixed up too. Well, no, I remember this one now. Yeah, issue number 2 I didn't read, I don't think.
Yeah, Punisher. This is the Punisher book for me. I had a much better time with Red Band as opposed to Marvel Knights.
Yeah, that's true. This one certainly had a lot of gore in it, and it had an interesting idea. But did issue number 2 touch on like how he got to where he is, or did it just keep running full steam? Because Punisher shouldn't be here.
Shoot, now I'm trying to remember.
Okay, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
yeah, Punisher books aren't memorable books necessarily because it's all about the blood, gore, action, violence, yada yada yada.
I don't like it when they did this with they did it with Daredevil too. Like I don't like that we came out of Jason Aaron's run. We knew where Punisher was, and all of a sudden he shows up in this book, and he's like a pawn. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
I don't like that. It was a sloppy transition. So we needed 12 issues of Frank Castle in Hell. Where's that 12 issue run? And then him escaping somehow, making a deal with the devil, getting out of there, and now he's back on the street. Like we just missed all of that, I feel like.
Yeah, there's too much vocal people out there that were just screaming, no, we don't want that.
No, I mean, we needed a Red Band Punisher in Hell book. That would have been so fun.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, Dreadnought. We have another one. Yeah, is it bi-weekly? That's a good question. First appearance of a fan favorite character. Isn't that every Energon book at this point? Let me just look at the release schedule for real quick. Yeah, December 3rd, December 17th, January 7th, January 21st. Yeah, it looks like it.
Jeepers creepers. That I'm sorry. That kills my interest in a book. That's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else up here for you?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool. What about this row?
What is happening? Absolutely nothing. No.
Really?
Yeah, no, nothing.
Did you try out Captain America?
I did.
Yeah. It was boggy, wasn't it?
You know, it was fine. It wasn't bad by any means, but like I know what Chip can do, and this feels like watered down.
Yeah.
It really does.
I don't know if it's watered down. I think it's just I think it's too heavy.
Really?
I didn't get that. I think it was being pulled in too many different directions, and it was the subject matter was just like so heavy, you know. It was dealing with a lot of like PTSD, and then Captain America's inner monologue. It's just like that's the crux of that character, I think. Like there hasn't been a Captain America book that I've ever read that wasn't solely focused on him being disappointed about the era he's in. And I get that's like a key point of his character, but like every single book, every single issue, all the time.
Which is hilarious because he went in the ice in the 40s, right? If my history lesson is correct.
He wakes in the 90s here or whatever.
But so essentially,
2000s, right?
In real time, though, he's been disappointed with the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Like, I mean, he's like, learn the lesson, guy. Like, I guess, yeah.
So I think it's a good example of like a core character trait that they abuse or use too often that just kind of gets annoying after a while. I think that's, you know, because there are other characters like Wolverine's always going to leave the team and go off on his own because he doesn't want to hurt himself or anybody else. That's always good. Batman's always going to be like, no, I got to take on the responsibility. So like those traits exist in these characters, but sometimes they're more fun than others, you know?
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, Predator kills Marvel Universe. I like the book. I think issue 1's been the most solid, but I love the premise of it. So it's just a matter of, guys, just give me a gory, over the top predators taking out the heroes and systematically. And that's all I want in this book. I don't have, you don't have to tell me a flashy story. I don't care. We already got a great premise. And so they just need to execute on the goriness and the over the topness. And so they're doing an okay job doing that so far. But they could be better.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not reading anything else though.
Yeah, same. Yeah, this is a weird way to start this week.
Yeah. What about anything here?
The weirdness continues.
It just keeps going, man.
What is this? This
Book
is
Revelations, Radioactive, The Last Wolverine. Okay.
Yeah. So tell me all about why you're going to love Nova Centurion #1, Nick.
Who's on Nova Centurion? Jed McKay, of course he is. Okay.
That man, like, okay, I said change Munson to Marvel. They got to change Marvel to McKay now because that's the only person that's writing Marvel books anymore.
Right.
Good Lord.
I know it's
I hope
weird,
it's
man.
good, though.
Marvel's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
They're just pumping out books, man, and they're just pumping out stuff that, I mean, Joe Kelly and Jed McKay are keeping Marvel afloat at this point. I feel like,
it's wild. That's whatever.
Interesting.
Whatever.
Hey, I'll let you here. Take this one, man.
Hey, okay, we got a couple bangers here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be reading Everything Dead and Dying.
Mhm.
#1 was a good introduction to the world and the routine of our main character. I think his name is Jack. The second issue really
Mhm.
takes everything and turns it on its head because he is introduced now to some other survivors in this world who I don't necessarily know if he thought he was the only survivor or if he just kind of reluctantly stayed in his town. But
That's a good
now
point.
new people roll into town. They're alive, very much like him, and they very much have a different way of going about the zombie apocalypse than he does. So it was a really cool way of kind of making him, I don't know, not snapping him out of his own reality, but kind of sort of doing that. So we'll
Mhm.
see where this goes here. Jacob Phillips, buy it for his artwork for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then Sacrificers. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone should be picking up Sacrificers. It's one of the best Rick Remender books that have come out. If not just recently, historically, right? It's so
Mhm.
freaking good. The ideas that they play within this, really fantastic stuff. The way that they set up this newest story arc as well,
Mhm.
it gets me really, really excited for what they're going to be able to play with particularly the character of Saluna. She's gonna have to make a choice, and I can't wait to see what that choice is.
Yeah. One of the best covers of the year right here too. I think it's in the top 25 probably. Again, storytelling. Covers telling a
Whoa.
story. That is beautiful. And this is for number 18, so I'm jumping ahead to December. But yeah,
Okay.
so freaking good. Yeah, those two books have been great. If you like The Walking Dead, you're gonna love Everything Dead and Dying. It's basically the same. It's very much, it has the same approach. Lone survivor in a zombie apocalypse and trying to deal with everyday activities and trying to stay alive and keep. It obviously has a twist to it, but and then
Yeah.
what happens when other people come around. It's the same kind of Walking Dead formula
Yeah.
that we've seen. And I call it a Walking Dead formula. Undoubtedly, they stole that formula from other zombie adaptations, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all the
And then,
zombie tropes.
yeah. And then Sacrificers has been fantastic. The release schedule sucks, but in a collected edition, that would be amazing to read. And even in single issue format, it's incredible. They did one of those black and white extra sized, like
Oh,
artisan editions of issue
the
number
artist
1.
proof.
Love
Oh,
that. Oh,
dude.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiamara's artwork is incredible.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. So definitely check those out. This row, I'm still reading Ghost Pepper. I think the last issue was really fun.
Yeah.
Lots of great action. It's got a manga vibe to it. It's got an anime feel. So if you're into anime manga, you might really enjoy Ghost Pepper. It's a great transitional book to a comic format, like a US comic format, I think. And it's got an interesting lore behind it too. They need to explore it a little bit more, do a little bit more building, I think, there. We're 5 issues in. I think I want to see it progress a little further. Like, where are we going? This is the end of the arc, in theory, coming up soon with issue 6. So I want to see what are we doing in the first 6 issues here besides just doing some character introductions, and then sitting on that for 4 issues. So
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes. And the news from the Fallout, I actually haven't been reading this book. I read the first 2 issues, and they were okay. And then something happened, I think, again, and I didn't read 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and now 6 is coming out. But not reading
Yeah.
anything else though.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I will read News from the Fallout. I will read Ghost Pepper. Those are the two that are going to be at least on this row for me. I got to say, though, I don't blame you. I really, really, really enjoy Jeffrey Allen Love's artwork. So when I
Yeah.
say this and when I'm critical, it's not because I don't like the artist or their approach. I just don't think it fits for this book. It
Yeah.
really, I think that a different artist on this book would have been more successful. And that's a bummer. But don't let that sway you on the opinion of Jeffrey Allen Love because he does incredible work.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I don't want to mean to ignore the chat here. It feels like Marvel's lost their way for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost their way a while ago.
McKay Comics, I can dig it. Make him editor in chief, you cowards. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the Moon Knight talking.
Yeah, just a bit.
Chris Connon signing with Marvel exclusive. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. You would know more than me.
I don't know how I feel about that. If
I don't
it's
want
true,
that at all.
Chris, buddy, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Unless you're writing Daredevil, in which case, do that. Do all of that.
Yeah. Talking about everything dead and dying, moments of stillness, such a cool start to the story. Yeah, for sure. Not usually a zombie fan. Yeah, I mean, it's something to check out.
Yeah, if you're not a zombie fan, I don't know if that's going to change your opinion on it. I can say that much.
About that space they put in Fallout, where slap that designer. What are you talking about?
Fall space out as opposed to Fallout.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Design points.
All right. Awesome. Clearly, someone's not following Tom Muller's freaking IG posts. Nick, jeez, come on, get on the design train.
I need to for sure. Twilight Zone. I think this is the Tom Scioli issue, so I'm excited for that one. And then Hello Darkness. I'm frozen grabbing those, but nothing else across this row. I read Casey Jones, but I don't know. I didn't like the art. I didn't like the story, so I'm probably not going to read that one. I'm kind of down on TMNT at the moment.
You're in a TMNT funk a little bit, man. You're really
I'm so bitter about what happened in Proper. I'm so bitter about that. So I'll read TMNT. I'll read the first couple of issues, but I can't see me reading it in the future.
Okay. I dug Casey Jones. Again, not earth shattering, but I had a lot of fun. He's like my favorite TMNT universe character, him and Raphael. So like, yeah, I'm gonna run with that. And then Twilight Zone. Yeah, the first issue was so good. And I know we're gonna have different creative teams on each one, but yeah, let's keep that rolling, man. Like Twilight Zone is such a perfect vehicle for an anthology series like that. Like, I mean, the title gives you the expectation so that you're not stepping in it and being like, oh, I can't believe we're not following X, Y, and Z character.
Right. Yeah, I needed to get weird. I needed to get a sort of Crisis Events, Ice Cream Man weird. And I hope it's not going to be like surface level. You have an entire issue to play around. So make it a great single issue that you're going to be on and I want it to get really strange, so hopefully it does do that. The first issue tried to do that, I think, for me, and then the horror element never really hit, but I like the story behind everything. I want it to get even weirder.
I do too. I don't think that they will, though, especially if they're going to be honoring the legacy of the TV show itself.
Oh, I know. If they want to keep the same vibe, they're on par right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Point. Yeah. What's up here for you?
I mean, come on, Space Ghost.
For sure.
Yeah, we just talked to David Papose. He got me even more excited. If I could be more excited for his properties, he got me more excited for them. I didn't think it was possible, though. Oh man, the last issue was so fun. It was so fun, and when he pitched it to us, kind of being like, it's the the Kree Skrull War. I was like, oh my god, in the pages of Space Ghost, like, and I gotta say, the pitch was perfect. It was exactly the way he said it was going to be, and I loved every page of it. So yes, I cannot wait to dive into this one to see
very, very
how
good.
Things play out, because our dude's in peril. Our dude is he's out. Well, not just him either, but
the
Jace.
whole planet, everybody. Yeah,
everyone's screwed.
Yeah, for sure. I love that one so much. It's really good.
Yeah, that was a fantastic issue.
Did you check out any of the other one? Did you check out Viking Moon #1 when it came out?
No.
Joe Pruitt, no.
I
read #1. It was fine. It was about some Vikings coming to America, I think, and there was already some settlers there, and there's some native werewolves and stuff like that they have to deal with. And I thought it was interesting. So if you're into like monster books, that might be a good book to check out.
Yeah.
It's
Who
not.
was it that?
Mhm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a book that I'm dying to read, but it was a cool premise. It was,
Yeah. Well, I feel like we have Starship Godzilla on here, and I feel like Godzilla is everywhere, right? And that's not a
yeah,
critique. Like that's cool for Godzilla fans. But man, like we have like 17 different flavors of Godzilla out there right now. It's kind of crazy.
yeah. This one was brought up on the best of the month as well, if I'm not mistaken. And
It was, yeah.
I wasn't on my radar at all. So
Yeah. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
there's
one to check out if you're a big fan.
lot of Godzilla books out right now.
Yes.
I know Capes #1, a new Robert Kirkman book. That one is going to be hitting the shelves. I don't know anything about it, but I got an advanced copy of that at least. I might check that one out. And then Lost Fantasy. I don't know if I'm caught up to Lost Fantasy. I think I read the first 3 or so issues. I don't know about #4, and we have #5 coming out. And then Final Boss #1. I'm interested in it. I'm not excited about it, but it might be something I check out if it's a slow week.
Good call. I feel the same way. It feels like the same vibe I get from Robo Wolf, which is like adrenaline fueled, action packed fun. Except I don't know if this one's going to be fun so much as like ramping up all the other stuff. I feel like it's not going to be tongue in cheek, which kind of worries me just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. That one, it's got my attention. We'll see. We'll see where it goes though.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I know you have a couple here. Why don't you take it away?
Oh, only got one on this one. No Man's Land, though. No Man's Land, we are all having such a good time with. One of the most cinematic books on shelves right now.
Oh, yeah.
If like, yeah, if you have no interest in comics, well, first of all, like, thank you for watching us because this is a comic book related channel. So good on ya. But like, if you just like great movies, right? Political intrigue, maybe some supernatural portions of things. Yeah, like Kudransky's work is some of the most cinematic that you will ever get. So if you have a hard time getting into comics, maybe this could be your inroad to something like that because I feel like the layouts, the narrative, he does so in a very cool way that makes you feel like you're watching a movie.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, it is a great it is a very very good title. There's only 4 issues, so it's not going to be so, like very time consuming for people, but so far it's been a fantastic story. And we're getting a little bit of a supernatural element thrown in here as well, we think. So I can't wait to see how the story plays out. But it's very, very good. Highly recommend checking that one out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not reading anything else across the row though.
Yeah,
I know Cul-de-sac's out. I know some people touched on that one, but I missed out on that one.
Yeah, same here. I read issues 1 and 2, I believe, and then it just fell off the radar, and I got to play some catch up here. But what I read, I did enjoy.
Gotcha. All right. I know we have. I think the only one I read up here. No, I didn't read Lazarus Fallen. What, issue 6? That seems impossible, but okay. I feel like that book just came out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, maybe that's wrong. I don't know. And then Marion Hederick issue #2 is out. I might actually try issue #2. I don't know. We'll see. Issue 1 was interesting. I do like her point of view, and it looks like a mobile game app. Like the interior artwork, not in a bad way. It just reminds me of that kind of like art style that you'd see flash up on games and on the App Store all the time.
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So visually it was pretty cool and the story wasn't bad, and so I don't know, maybe we'll stick around, but nothing else across here for me. What about you?
Yeah, nothing at all. I was following along with Lazarus Fallen, and it finally got to the point where I wasn't invested enough in the world or didn't have the history enough to where it started becoming a burden to read it. Not because it was a poor product, it's just I didn't have the level of knowledge I needed.
Yeah, so sometimes things come with a lot of baggage, and if you're not in the know, then you're lost a little bit. That's fair.
Yep.
What about this row? One for me.
Racer X is the only one that I'm going to be picking up, but I got to say, like, I love the parallel tracks that we're running on between Speed Racer and Racer X. I think that it's being done really well. It's building out the universe, and I got to say, again, like between the art styles, both books have really great artwork. I kind of really like the artwork in Racer X just a tad more because I feel like it's got a little bit of energy to it. Like I feel like it's a little bit more kinetic, a little bit more dynamic, as opposed to that very pristine line work that you get in Speed Racer, because it looks like it's like comparing an animation cell to like a Daniel Warren Johnson picture, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of line work and a lot of like motion that you get
Yeah.
to
Blur,
feel.
motion. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm really digging that, and Mark Russell's doing a really good job. I feel like kind of getting outside of the scope of what maybe he's known for writing. Like if I didn't see
That's
his
fair.
name on there, I wouldn't know it was Mark Russell.
That's true. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of internal monologue and retrospective tales that he would normally have in a lot of his books. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But it is a retrospective book. There is a lot of contemplating. No, yeah, I'm actually going to take that back. There is a lot of contemplating in here. There's a lot of setting up. There's a lot of world building, and the books, they kind of mirror each other in a way. So like some of the events that you see in Speed Racer, they'll reenact them in certain ways inside of Racer X. So they're kind of running in tandem, but there is a very different perspective. And I forgot how much backstory Racer X actually had. I remember watching the cartoon when I was younger, and Racer X was always like this anti-hero side character that was always like the villain in a way,
Yeah,
and Speed Racer didn't know who he was. He was mysterious and he was always a threat. He was always in the shadows. And it's very much the same in the comics too, but we understand the relationship very quickly inside the comics. So
yeah, exactly.
that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I like that one a lot. Save Now, we just talked about it. Issue number 2 is gonna be coming out in November 19th. So I'll be checking that one out. It Killed Everyone But Me, number 3. I've been enjoying the series. It's very much like something that's killing the children. I've said that before. It's still piquing my interest, and number 3 is coming out. Another Mad Cave title, which is great.
Hmm.
And then I don't think I'm getting anything else. What's this row look like for you?
Yeah, it looks like not a whole heck of a lot. Save Now, if my shop gets it, I will look into picking it up and reading it. Stu has been having a really good time with Good as Dead, and he inspired me to try to play catch up on that. So if this is only issue 3, I might be able to sneak that in there. I might
Okay,
be able to. So we'll see about that.
cool.
Yeah, but that's
All
that's
right.
really it for me.
Damien, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you got some of
Hey,
the Comics Curing Cancer packages. Thank you so much for your generous donations and participating all weekend long with all of that. So yeah, hopefully everything got to your house safely.
he's gonna be drowning in packages.
Yeah, I think I had to send 2 different ones because I had to send the slab by itself, and then the floppies I sent in 2 different Gemini mailers inside of a bigger box because I didn't want to send 3 packages. So hopefully everything is protected well. So
Yeah, I ran out of Gemini mailers because of Damien. So Damien, you have 3 more packages that are on their
nice.
way. I need to get more mailers
That's a
first,
good
though.
problem to have. That's good. So
Yes.
thank you. Thanks again, man. We really, really appreciate it. All right, nothing across here for me.
Yeah, big old same.
Okay. Minor threats. Nope. 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 Nope.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be scrolling. And we're going to do the last week kind of rapid fire style, just for the sake of time, because I know we both have a lot of things going on.
Yes.
I want to get you guys in and out. Nothing over here for me. It might be.
We're basically, yeah, we've hit scroll
Okay.
territory.
All right. All right. We're going to do this one rapid fire style. So, Absolute Batman, of course, amazing cover. It's good. The conclusion of this run, this arc with Bane is going to be incredible. Absolute Wonder Woman's kind of sidestepping. We're taking on just an ancillary threat at the moment, but it's going to give us a lot more on the character itself, her uses of magic, and I think that's going to be fun to see. And then I'm anxious to see where we go from here. We're going to have some tie-ins with Absolute Batman very soon. We have the DC KO kind of stuff happening at the same time with these Absolute avatars. That's going to be interesting to figure all that out. So
Hmm.
a lot of cool things happening in the Absolute universe, and we have DC KO, which I'm excited about as well. I think you're reading Superman on top of that, right?
I sure am. Yeah, Superman is a heck of a book. I feel like it is it's kind of the heartbeat of the DC universe right now, especially with its tie-ins with DCKO, and it's kind of connecting points to the Absolute universe as well. So
Okay.
if you like just kind of like the world building that's happening in DC, you need to be reading Superman.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What about this row?
Oh, we're 1 issue away from the end, but I'm going to enjoy what we have right now with Green Arrow, issue number 30, Chris
Mm-hmm.
Condon doing his thing here. This has been a really, really good arc. It's been leaning on legacy, but keeping things fresh and bold, and Montos needs more kudos in the world of comic books. Like, he's just doing really fun things here. So again, if Chris Condon, if you're doing Daredevil, just bring Montos over with you. If you could just do me that solid, please. But
Nice.
nothing else on this row for me.
All right. Sounds good. Geiger, number 18. I'm always going to be reading Geiger. I feel like it's coming out at a quarterly basis or every other month at this point. I can't even remember the last time we had an issue. It's been a while, at least a couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, and plus we've had more fill-in artists here. I think Paul
Mhm.
Pelletier has been on there a little bit more often than he had previously. And now, yeah, see?
Yeah, now we have some other folks in here too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll always pick up Geiger. It's just such a great book. And then I'm actually not reading anything else across here.
I'm still on Department of Truth. It's
Department, yeah.
still, yeah, it's still a good book. I feel like we're building up towards something now. We had the issue 0 previously,
Yep.
which did a great job at kind of connecting a lot of the storylines that have been going on, kind of arc by arc. So they did a really good job here.
Mhm.
Now we're jumping back into things proper. So yeah, I want to see what they do with it. It's always one of those books where it's like, oh, it gets really good, and then it kind of falls down into a valley, and then it gets really good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Continue it over here. What are you looking at?
Ooh, let's see. A new introductory series here: Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question Arcadia. I'm definitely going to be checking this out here. Great
cover.
characters, and it's going to be crime driven and gritty, and just fun in that kind of way. So we'll be getting to kind of explore different aspects of these characters that are not so, I don't know, zany, right? I feel like they
Yeah.
all take on these crazy, world ending tasks, and it's like, okay, that's great a lot of times, but sometimes I just want to see them stop a mugging, right? Or something along
Yeah.
those lines, right? So, or solve
Yeah.
a crime, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going to be getting in this.
Yep.
Skinbreaker is the other one. Oh my God, Skinbreaker
Mhm.
number 2 was so good. I just can't wait. It's a feast for the eyes, man. David Finch, you could tell he took, he said 8 years. I would say it took 16 years, right? Like the way that
Yeah,
this looks, it looks so freaking good.
it is good.
Yeah. So, and I'm really, really enjoying the storyline as well. Like, I
Yeah.
love seeing this, the whatever the weight that is on our main character's shoulders as he becomes chieftain, and what that's going to mean in the future now that we took a big time jump.
Yeah, that time jump was weird, I thought. Like, that didn't I was not expecting a big time jump to bring our new chieftain into, like, elder years. Like, that was really strange. Because
Yeah, you thought you were going to spend more time, but
we thought we're gonna connect with that character a little bit more, and then all of a sudden, he's kinda, like, putting himself in the later stages of life. Now, we do have his son that's gonna be growing up, so it's gonna be fun to see that, succession plan, all right? Succession plan. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I agree. It's pretty cool so far, and I am looking forward to this crossover too. This is gonna be
yeah.
great.
Yep, that's it for me though.
Invisible Man,
Oh,
issue number 4, one of the best books out right now. I think we'll be wrapping up very soon, and I think it's going to be one of the best Universal Monster books we've had besides Frankenstein. And then I would say Dracula's third, and Mummy's probably fourth, and then we go down from there. So amazing book. I love that one so much. And Escape, issue number 4, it's so good. Rick Remender's on this one as well. We have Daniel Acuna. The third issue was just nonstop, fast paced, heart pumping action. Loved it.
yeah.
So yeah, those 2 books for sure are some of the best books out right now. And then I'm interested in the Daredevil Punisher Devil's Trigger number 1. We'll check that one out too, but I'm not reading the other ones.
Yeah, very much the same. 1, 2, 3, right down the row here.
Yeah.
I'm trepidatious about the Daredevil Punisher because of the experience that we both had with the Punisher series written by Palmiotti.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna, I feel like this is just a placeholder for when when Daredevil proper kicks back off.
Mhm.
So is this gonna mean anything? I don't know.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fun. Time will tell.
Yeah. Continue it for us here. Anything good?
No.
Shredder? Nope. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
I mean, nothing for me. So
Yeah, no, yeah, nothing. Shredder number 2,
okay.
really kind of bummed me out. It was fine. It was aggressively fine.
Yeah. That time jump pulled me back into the story. If it weren't for David Zard, I probably would have skipped it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the art's more solid than the story, although the story has some cool takes to it, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, there's not, it's just drenched in drama, right? So like that's the thing that keeps you on and more engaged. But the art is obviously, it's like I can't wait for the next page turn because of the art.
Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily the story. I'm not reading anything up here either.
No, I thought about jumping into Feral just last week.
Yeah, just because of Robbie, but like, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's 18
exactly.
issues. Like this is way longer than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, overall there's nothing I'm actually picking up or
Yeah.
even really kind of like stoked to go pick up.
Right. Okay. Nothing across here. I was going to read Rockefellers, but I skipped this last issue, so I think I'm on the skip train now for Rockefellers. It's just not doing enough for me with the amount of issues we've had so far. And then I'm not reading anything else though.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. There's nothing. We've had 3 rows of skips.
This is Thanksgiving week, so
Good call.
This might be a thing. What about this row? Maybe, yeah, Conan for sure.
Conan is the one that stands out without a shadow of a doubt. It's the only thing I actually intend to pick up here, and I'm excited for it. I think Scourge of the Serpent has been a little bit more successful than the Blackstone event that we got. Just a hair.
I would argue the opposite, because Scourge of we're only at 4 issues of Scourge of the Serpent, and I'm loving it. But I feel like if you only have 4 issues, you really need to, like, the first issue, the whole story needs to be sped up. So like the first issue did a good job of explaining that there's serpents hidden among us. The second issue did the exact same thing. There's serpents living among us. I'm like, okay, you only got 2 more. So it's like, okay, so now the third issue is going to have to be fighting against this and identifying the source. And the 4th issue has to be overcoming the source, right? So and so if that's how it's going to be planned out, then I'm fine with it. I'm just enjoying Gil's artwork on this.
Oh my God.
I love it. So yeah, every page I'm like, yeah, give me Conan in a dark dungeon or in some kind of palace, taking on 10 different guards and chopping arms off. Like, that's all I really need. Yeah. So
dude, it's so funny because my critique of the Blackstone event is exactly what you described. Because I was just like, guys, slow it down. We don't need to because I felt like it was like, throw all the characters together. Now fight this thing. Now do this. It's like, whoa, take a breath, guys. Take a breath.
Yeah, I know. I get that. But at least that one had they're both handled really well, and they're some of my favorite books of the time. But like that 4-issue pacing is kind of throwing me off a little bit because I'm used to like 6 or more. So the 4-issue pacing is interesting. So
and maybe that's what it is. We just want more Conan in our lives. So we're it's like, just stretch it out, guys.
Oh man, I want to. Yeah, Conan's so good. Loving that. All right, nothing up here for me.
Nothing up here. I do.
You're getting Galactic #1. Shut up.
No, it's a distillery book. I have it written down. It is something that I would pick up because Kurt Pierres is writing it, but I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I am excited to read it if I get the chance, but again, it's like my shop. I don't know if we're going to get it, and Distillery needs to earn my trust back. They just need to. Yeah.
Stop yelling at us, Pete. These Universal Monster black and white special editions were cool. My shop had a bunch of these, and I flipped through them. They were great looking. I loved the black and white part of it. I have notes on how they need to do these in the future, and artisan editions in general, maybe in this format or in a treasury format. But I like the idea of the black and whites coming out. They're going to do this for every issue going forward.
But it's only black and white. It's not an artist proof, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Which I mean, the undoubtedly everyone agrees, like the original run when it was coming out, the splashes of red and that watercolory effect of the colors really added to it, but it's a different experience seeing it in black and white completely. So
okay,
I did like it. Other than that, I'm not reading any. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but Berserker. Yeah, so the Bleeding Tide. We haven't had a Berserker book in quite some time, so I'm always interested when a new one's coming out. So if I can get my hands on this one, I'll check this out. And then H.P. Lovecraft, issue 1 was pretty fun. It's very trippy. I got a lot of weird comments for covering the book in general because, oh, didn't you know he's a racist and all? I'm like, oh my God, guys. So I'm like, no, I don't know stuff. So I'm just reading comics. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, Berserker and HP, I might be checking that out. Berserker, I'll read that one if I can get it.
Yeah, Berserker's a maybe for me. Is it? I mean, do we have the original team back at all? Is this?
No, it's a different right. Yeah, so Keanu's co-writing, whatever that means. Okay. And then we have Marjorie doing the writing main credit, and we have Gary Brown though in the interiors. So that's what's got me interested because I love his interior work.
It's kind of funny. I feel like most time when we get a celebrity, also written by this person, I'm like totally checked out, and I'm like, get it out of my face. I don't want it. I don't know. Something about Keanu doing this, though, makes me feel like maybe there is something cool to be said here because I feel like he does have a love for this character and had like a big hand in crafting what's happening and who this person is.
Yeah. Last Day's art is amazing. Yeah, it was very, very trippy. Yep.
Nice.
Anything over here for you? I saw Santa Christmas special.
What? No, not that.
Devil on
Devil
My
on My
Shoulder?
Shoulder is that's
Mhm.
a Kyle Starks,
Yeah.
and I think that's also Peter Kowalski on there as well. So yeah, I might check that out as long as it's looking like there's going to be room. So there's a good chance that I'll be checking that
Yeah.
out.
Oh boy. Well, let me tell you, I got some comments that would educate you pretty quickly.
Didn't you know?
Didn't you know? No, I didn't know. I guess I can't read certain comics, I guess. Not reading anything over here. What about you?
Uh, Marvel Rival. Yeah, no, nothing. I got nothing
Nothing.
on that one. Yeah,
Then we
like you
got some
said.
Treasury,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Cemetery Kids, Nosferatu #3. Nothing.
Yes,
Maleficent. No.
looking like Thanksgiving week is going to be the perfect time for me to film a best of 2025 video.
Oh man. I know. Everyone's starting to prepare their list, get their thoughts together. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
Flow, The Killer, Arcadia #1. Lots of stuff going on there. I might try to check this one out. I don't know if I
Who's on
have
the
an
creative
advanced
team?
I don't know if I have an advanced copy of that one or not. Nobody I know.
Okay.
But I
Yeah, when
did
the only
I
name
did.
you recognize is the letterer, like, wow, okay.
Yeah. Come on, Chrome. Cool covers.
Oh, okay.
Nice and bright. Yeah, Dave Sharp. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nothing else up here for me. Detective Kaiju. I know some folks are reading that one. Haven't been checking that out though. Nothing over here for me either. Deadhead,
Yep.
Slasher Royale, Ordeal. I think we might be pretty much tapped out over here.
Yeah, it's looking like
By
there's
the
gonna be a
end.
lot of experimentation in this
Yeah.
last week of comics, and that's a cool thing.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty light week, pretty light month, I think. So yeah, I'll catch up on the comments real quick. Yeah, yep. All right. I think we caught up on most of the comments over here. Thanks for the awesome conversation, Eric. I do appreciate that. Let the folks know what you got coming out, what dropped today, and what you got coming up very soon.
All right, yeah, just this morning on the pull list dropped. So similar to Nick, I do comic book reviews. So go
Mhm.
check that out on all of the thoughts and opinions I have on last week's plethora of comics that came out. This Tuesday, check out Notes from the Editors, where Stu and I will be going over our absolute favorite comic book related cartoons. That's going to be a really fun conversation because there's a
Oh yeah.
lot of avenues that we could take with that one. So I'm going to be having a lot of fun with that. And then Wednesday night, go over to Dr. Doom's fan club where you could check out Ink and Insights proper. I don't know what books we'll be covering necessarily, but it'll be a good time regardless. Yeah, we're ready to jump back into it after having a week off. So it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it'll be good to have you guys back. Thanks so much for coming on. I do appreciate it. I know we had the interview with David Papose last week, so that dropped last week. So make sure to check that out if you haven't yet. If you're enjoying Space Ghost and Speed Racer and all that stuff, we had a great time talking to David. So thanks again for him for stepping up. We had a monthly comic book review show over at Robbie's channel just a few days ago, so you can check that out. Get our thoughts on the best books of the year. And of course, you know my schedule. If you're used to my channel, we're doing some double dipping on Wednesday, comic reviews and whatnot. Good time hanging out with everybody, dropping in on Ink and Insights whenever I can. Just a great time hanging out with everybody. Thanks everyone for coming in, sharing your thoughts, and spending time with us this morning. Don't get sick on Halloween candy. Have a good rest of your week, and hopefully the weather is good for you guys out there. But thanks for joining, guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Eric.
Yep.